Okay, so I know a lot of you guys that are trying to beat Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 are definitely struggling with the final boss fight. And I mean, I get it. It is a very hard, difficult boss fight that you have to overcome. The one with the evil Doey the Dough-Man. And believe it or not, in my playthrough video, I had to cut out a ridiculous amount of time worth of me trying to beat that boss fight. So trust me, it was not easy for me either. But I wanted to make this video to kind of explain how this boss fight is done, how you defeat it. So let's get started. So the number one goal of this boss fight is to freeze and saw Doey the Dough-Man with a saw 3 different times. And this is actually something that confused me a lot during my first playthrough, but the fact is that you actually cannot use the same saw. So basically, you can saw him without freezing him, and that saw should continue to work. But basically, once you freeze him and saw him with a saw, that saw breaks. It doesn't work. So you need to use 3 different saws for each time that you defeat Doey. And basically, something that a lot of you guys have been struggling on how to do is how to freeze Doey precisely under that. And basically, what you have to do is you have to pull one of the hydro flask blue things, and basically, as Doey is going to run over it, it's actually going to pick it up. So then you basically have to lure him under a working saw. Remember, not all the saws will work. And you grab onto the saw, that should turn it on, and as soon as he's passing under it, you have to shoot at the blue hydro flask that's on Doey the Dough-Man, and that will freeze him. And then you pull down the saw. And you'll have to do this 3 times, although the hydro flask, for that's not the only useful thing it is for. So, of course, it's always good to have one of these hydro flasks on Doey at all times during the boss fight. This is because it can save your life multiple times. Sometimes whenever Doey the Dough-Man, obviously like the evil version, grabs onto you and starts pulling you towards him, you can free yourself by just shooting at his face, but sometimes you run out of ammo, you're not able to shoot him fast enough, and then there's only one thing you can do, and that is shoot at the hydro flask. And then if you freeze him, then you'll be good to escape. So yeah, always keep a hydro flask on Doey the Dough-Man. Try to do that. Right now, I'm actually going to show you guys a little demonstration. So, basically, obviously, right over here, you plug in this hand, and then, obviously, something a lot of you guys have failed is that you have to pull this lever, but yeah, that is something you have to do. And then this gate will open, obviously, beginning the boss fight. And yes, you will need you basically get one of these hydro flasks on Doey the Dough-Man. And then, right now, we're going to grab onto this, and we do need to shoot the hydro flask with our gun hand, so like that. And then we lower the saw onto him. And there we go. But that saw now is broken. We cannot use that saw again. Now, of course, the little tip I'm going to give you guys is actually whenever he gets on that crane, hide in here. Because, over here it cannot affect you, and he basically just does it for nothing. And always grapple away from him. That's something that you should just do. And at the moment, I'm doing something pretty dangerous because he does not have a hydro flask on him, which means that if he grabs onto me like this, I can possibly very much die, like right there. Now I just got really lucky, but in other cases, you would die when that happens. So always keep a hydro flask on him. And I just found a different working crane, and I'm actually gonna try to use this crane to get him, to get one more life of him lost. Because you have to freeze and saw him 3 times for the boss fight to end. There he goes, there he comes, there he comes, there he comes. And now check this out right here. Grab onto the saw, like that, and shoot it. There we go. And now we lower it down. And now we only have to do this one more time, and the boss fight will be over. And also, another thing you can do whenever he gets on top of the crane is literally just run. That is something you can do. And I think I actually just located the crane that I'm gonna be using to saw him for the final time. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, this might be a clutch move, but if we do this and lower it down just like that, there we go. We have officially finished the boss fight. It is done. It is completed. And Doey is dead. So yeah, that right there is how you beat the boss fight in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Hopefully this video helped you out. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to touch grass.